What's up, guys? This is your lovely host, Nadia Simone, and you are tuned into my exclusive interview with actor Kris D. Lofton. Kris is a Chicago native as well, and you may remember him from some of his movie roles, such as in Hardball and Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns. But now he's all grown up and doing bigger and better things. Kris fills us in about new projects he's been working on and shares some of his wisdom that he's gained during his acting career. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my exclusive interview with actor Kris D. Lofton only on theNSider. Okay, so can you start by just introducing yourself to the people out there?
Right. Okay. My name is Kris D. Lofton, and I'm a 28-year-old actor from Chicago, currently residing in LA, and I've been doing it. I've been acting for about 17 years now, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I went to Proviso West High School out there in Bellwood, West Suburbs, West Side. I graduated 2006, and yeah, that's the introduction right there.
Cool. So, with being an actor, was that always your passion? Like, how did you get into acting?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't my passion at all. Acting honestly happened by accident. It was kind of like just like the right place at the right time kind of situation. I heard something on the radio when I was a kid on GCI talking about there were some people in town that was looking for young black boys to play baseball. And I was like, okay, I'm young, I'm black, and I play baseball. So I told my mama to take me what the radio said. And I didn't even know it was a movie audition. I thought it was just like a super dope traveling team. If they talking about it on the radio, it had to be a hell of a team. That's what I thought.
Right.
So I told my mom to take me. It was at the Evergreen Plaza Mall when it was abandoned in Chicago. You remember that mall?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It was at Evergreen Plaza when it was abandoned. Like, they had it empty, and they just had an open call audition for that Hardball movie. Like 600-700 kids there, and they only picked 5, and I was one of the 5.
Wow. So how was that experience? Because I would say that's definitely one of my favorite movies.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You guys' performance, the kids, like, that's why it's one of my favorite movies. And how was that experience? And who was your character? I didn't know who your character is, but for people who don't.
I played Clarence in Hardball, number 4. I was the first pitcher, not the dude with the headphones on. Most people remember me for that crazy dance when everybody was singing the song, the Big Papa song.
Yes, I do.
Hardball, honestly, to date, was probably like the most fun I think I ever have had because I was so young. And it was, and I was still just so fresh and raw, you know what I'm saying? It was like I appreciated it, and I was just young, and everything was new, and it was exciting and all of that. So that experience was crazy for me. I was only like 11, 12 years old. I got to miss like 3-4 months of school. I only had to report to school Mondays to just, Paramount had worked with our teachers at school and got all our homework for the week, like, ahead of time. So we would only go to school on Monday to collect it, pick it all up, and then get tutored every day on set and finish all the homework and then turn it in every Monday, go pick up the new ones just like that. And I did that for 3 months, so I never had to go to school. And I got to live downtown Chicago in a hotel. So, like, that experience for me was like, whatever this is, I didn't even really know of what was going on because I was too young to really grasp it. But I knew, like, whatever's going on right now, I want to do this forever.
Wow, that's dope. So from then, you made your decision that you want to do this. What was the process after Hardball experience?
After Hardball, since we were all of the lead kids, we were all fresh and never acted before. The production company had actually, like, hooked us all up with this one in particular agent, like, and just gave all 5 of us to that one agent since we were all newcomers and never acted. So we had all got an agent. And then, I just started going on auditions like I was an actor now. So I was just going on auditions for other TV shows, movies, commercials, and stuff like that. And, I started booking, like, small commercials here and there, a couple national commercials here and there. Then just bigger stuff started happening, and I just kept going, and bigger stuff started happening. And then, there's that spurt where nothing's happening,
Wow,
So,
and I know that could be a rough patch.
Yeah, it definitely can. Like, I went through like 2 of those, but like as an actor, that's pretty much what the bulk of your life is rough patches. Because you know what I'm saying, you're down way more than you're up in this business. But it's like the ups are really up, and the lows are really low, you know?
So speaking of up, let's talk about your recent role in the show Ballers. How did you land that role, and can you just describe your character on the show?
Yeah, well, I auditioned for that role out here in LA after being out here for about a year and a half, year and some change. I've been living out here. I auditioned for that role 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I never even had a call back. I never had to audition again. I auditioned one time, and they called me the day before Thanksgiving and told me I booked it, that HBO had signed off. And it's basically, I play the role of Kassan T, and I play a guy from Overtown, Miami, like the hood of Miami. And he's kind of like the wild card, kind of rebellious, kind of professional athlete dude. You know, the one that's from the hood and still traveling around, with all his friends from the hood, even though he got money and probably shouldn't be bringing these niggas everywhere. You know?
Right, exactly.
You know, so I got like a little bit of that. I'm about to bring. I think I'm gonna bring a little bit of just like that little edge to the show that it might possibly need right now. No, I play a running back. I don't think I can specify yet. I'm sure.
Okay.
Because it ain't came out yet. I just play a running back.
So when does it air?
It officially airs July 23rd on HBO.
July 23rd. Okay. People mark your calendars.
Yeah, they introduced my character episode 2.
Nice. And so how is it working besides the likes of like The Rock? Do you work with him? Did you get to work with him closely during the show?
Well, you know, he's always around, in and about on set. We actually got a chance to sit down and talk for real briefly while he is just getting done filming and I was getting ready to film. So we talked for a little bit and stuff like that, but we didn't actually have any scenes together. So, like, it's kind of like we're always just, like, walking by each other saying what's up or stopping and having a quick little 5-minute conversation, and then he's changing, I'm changing, they're asking for him or they're asking for me. It's just real quick interchanges, but it's always cool whenever you do cross paths. He's a good dude.
Did you guys share any conversation? Like, did he give any advice from him, you know, starting out in wrestling and now he's like this big time actor? Did he give any advice to you or?
No, he didn't give me any advice, but we did have a little moment where I told him about a situation, and he had remembered me because I had actually I had met him a while ago in my career, like 10 years ago. I'd tested what they call testing for this movie called Gridiron Gang. I got flown. I got flown to LA from Chicago, and it's where they're down to like the final 2 choices of who they're going to pick. So they bring you out and test the chemistry with you and the lead actor and with you and the other people and see if it's a sports movie or any type of physical activity. They test and see if you are in shape to run or can you do this, how you look in a uniform, you know, things like that. They test you first before they make their decision. So I came to LA to test for that Gridiron Gang movie, and I had to do all my scenes with The Rock and all that. And I was actually booked for the role of Willie Weathers in Gridiron Gangs, one of the running backs. I landed that role my senior year of high school at Proviso West, and they actually wanted me to drop out of high school and take the GED test, and if I passed, then they would give me the role because they didn't want me in school for 3 to 5 hours a day getting tutored while the rest of the crew members and all that were on set just doing nothing, and they had to pay them to stand around, and they couldn't even work because Kris was in school, you know? So they were just like, they asked me to take the GED test, and if I passed, I wouldn't have to get tutored because technically I would be out of high school, because you can't take a kid that's in school just out of school and make them work and not give them a tutor. It's just against child labor laws. You can't do it.
Right.
So that was the deal, and my mom wouldn't sign the contract, and since I was 18, I needed a parent or guardian signature. She wouldn't sign it, so they sent me home.
Oh, my gosh. And I can definitely see you in that movie. That's the crazy thing about it, but I understand.
yeah, my mama wasn't going, though. Mama was not going. And after The Rock had gave me the script to the movie and signed it to me and my mom and was like, you should be proud of your son. And then my mom was like, you know, you're going to work with him again and watch what I tell you. There's plenty more movies. You're going to be doing this your whole life. There's going to be more movies, more shows, more everything. Watch. I guarantee you meet him again. And then it happened with this. So when I seen him on set, that's the first thing I told him, and we talked about that. And he was like, yo, I remember you. He was like, I remember that. He was like, was that about 10, 11 years ago? And I was like, yeah, man, I was a kid. I was so pissed. He was like, mama knows best. He said, it's crazy how that works out, right? And he was just like, you know, welcome to the family, man. We're glad to have you.
Wow. That's an awesome story. Wow. That's crazy. And you see how just life works. That's a perfect example.
Exactly, because, at 17, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. My mom
exactly.
talking about with him again, baby. Watch what I tell you. God don't make a way. I wasn't trying to hear that. I was like, they was finna give me $80,000, and you said no.
Wow.
No.
Well, that's good. Mom's doing her best.
Just so.
But what I want to talk about next, you shared like a heartwarming post on Instagram about your girlfriend and about her sticking with you through like tough times when you had nothing. What made you decide to share that story, and how important is it to have that type of support system?
With me, like, I'm just like that. Like, I'm just more like a transparent dude. Like, I don't sugarcoat, I don't bullshit. I'm just kind of just straight to the point, and I don't feel the need to impress people. Like, I keep it real. Like, I keep it as real as possible because I don't want people to think. I'm not into, like, keeping up no facade of what people might think it is. Like, I'm going to tell you what it is. If anybody ever called me and asked me or hit me up personally, I'm going to always tell them the truth. Like, I've never been the dude to, like, just lie about unnecessary shit. So, like, with that comes me being transparent in situations, and it just came from me, like, honestly reflecting because something else had happened where I just booked something. And I booked I got a Nike commercial with Kevin Durant getting ready to come out as soon as the Warriors win. As soon as they win, it's like it's gonna fade to black, and this commercial gonna come on, and I'm in it, hoping that they didn't edit me out, but I'm supposed to be in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to be in it. So we'll see when they win on Friday. I hope they finish this shit Friday so we can see that. But I booked that. I was just sitting back reflecting, like, literally what my life was a year ago. Like so my birthday is June 24th, and literally last June 24th to this June 24th, my life completely changed. Completely in every aspect, way, shape, form, completely changed. And I was just sitting back reflecting on it, and I was just like, yo, like, and it's damn near everything was like manifested because it's everything that I said. Like even when I met my girl, she could even tell you I laid everything on the table. Like I told her, I was like, look, I just moved out here from Chicago. I don't know nobody. I'm taking the train. I'm taking the bus. I'm taking Ubers. I ain't got no car yet. I have my driver's license suspended. This is going on. This is going on. I smoke cigarettes. This. Like I just lay it all out on the table. Like what you gonna do? Those are all things that should make you want to run away. And I'm an actor, and I'm not trying to go punch no clock for no white man. And I said that day, too, like, early. Like, I waste no time, like, early. That's what it is. Who I am, I'm going to tell you right now. I flirt. I do this, and I just lay it all on the table. And I'm just like, if you can, I said, but I promise you, I didn't come out here to bullshit. I came out here to get it. I said, now I'm working to do this and this and this and this and this, and I promise you, I'm going to get on one of these shows. I'm going to get on one of these shows. I'm going to get on one of these movies. I said, I promise you, just bear with me. I said, don't fucking give up on me, and I promise you, I'm going to get on one of these shows. And then, like, in less than a year, I did everything I told her I was going to do.
Nice. And she stuck by you.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's hard to come by.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have it. Like, well, see, at least for me, I don't know about like with other people because other people might be a little bit closer in proximity to like family, friends, and loved ones. But with me in my life, the way it's been for like the past 10, 11 years, I'm usually always gone and like by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live near my parents. I don't live near my sister. I don't live near my niece. I don't live near my best friend. Like, I don't live near my manager. Like, I'm always secluded by myself with just new random people that I probably just met in a year or two because I just moved somewhere,
Right.
Like, yeah, my mom and dad live all the way in Georgia. My sister and my niece live in Mississippi. My best friend live in New Orleans. Like, my other best friend live in Dallas. Like, I'll be everywhere by myself. Like, and I broke up with my girlfriend before I moved to Chicago, and before I moved from Chicago out here, like, started completely over, and I came out here by myself with a one-way ticket.
Wow. Yeah, so with that said, what advice can you give for, like, up-and-coming actors or anybody who's working towards, a goal or a dream they have?
My advice would be, honestly, what what are you truly, truly scared of? Like, to be exactly what you are right now. Like, this is how I look at things. Like, I don't know everybody's situation, but if you can sit back and ask yourself a few questions, then you should have no fear at all. If you can ask yourself, do you have kids? If the answer to that is no, then check that off the list. Are you 30 yet? If the answer is no, then you check that off the list. Okay, so if you take just those two simple questions, I have no kids and I'm not even 30 yet. So with that and that alone, you should be able to have no fear of going to goddamn China tomorrow if you wanted to and start a new life. Because what? Because the way I look at it, if you don't have a kid or a husband or wife or a career, not a job, a career that's keeping you in a certain city, like a real career, like you know what I'm saying, like making real money type career that's keeping you in the city like that, and you don't have no kids and you under 30. If I'm gonna work at Target and be the damn warehouse stock dude, I'm not gonna do that here in Chicago I'm gonna go be the warehouse nigga at Target and live in Miami. Or I'm gonna go be the nigga who the Target warehouse worker and live in LA and be that nigga. What the fuck am I staying here for?
Exactly.
If I'm gonna be normal and I ain't got no kids and I ain't got this, like I wish more people could really understand that, especially when we from Chicago. But yeah, no, like I said, even if you are like doing wrong, if you the dude selling whatever or scamming, why do that in the same place you've been 20 years with no different results? Like, that's the definition of insanity, to continue to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Right. You're gonna be the same person. Go try to be that same person somewhere else at least and see if the results change. That would be my advice. Like, what do you really have? Because at the end of the day, if you do move somewhere, say you take that risk and move to New York, worst case scenario in New York, what's the worst thing that can happen is what? You end up homeless, right? That's pretty much the worst thing that can happen. Okay. If that does happen, then what happens? You go back home and continue doing what the fuck it is you've been doing this whole time anyway, which obviously ain't too bad. Because at the end of the day, if your parents are still alive or breathing, if you under 30 and you tell mama or grandma, auntie, cousin, uncle that you homeless in New York, you better believe it. Somebody gonna get you a plane ticket home.
Yep, that's true. So basically, there's no excuse.
And really, what are you scared of? Even if you go out there, if you got to sleep outside and want to call somebody gonna get you home.
Right. Yep.
And you're going to go right back to the same life you had, like nothing ever changed. But if you go out there and you don't end up homeless, then what? Think of the possibilities.
Right. You'll never know. That's so true.
Think of the possibilities if you go out there and the worst case scenario doesn't happen. Like, yeah, you might have to sleep on the couch for a minute, but that ain't bad. You might have slept on the couch in Chicago. What's the difference? I'd rather sleep on the couch and wake up in California.
Right.
It's niggas sleeping on couches on the south side. What's the difference? It's just all about perspective. That's what it's all about. Like, people just need to change the perspective, and a lot of people are like too attached to certain things, and that's what I think people need to really realize. Like, it's real life sacrifices that come with it. Like, and the more attachments that you hold on to, it kind of could hold you down. And I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but attachments are bad because, like, if you're not strong enough to emotionally handle all of the things that you miss out on by choosing this type of life first over any and everything. You know what I'm saying? And you got to really mean that, though. It's different to say that and really mean it. Are two different things. Like, I see a lot of people move out here to LA and they go back home 5, 6, 7 times in 2-3 months. Going back home anytime something happening, anytime they miss they auntie, anytime they miss Nah, when you choosing this first, I can't even remember the last time I was home on a Christmas, on a Thanksgiving, on a mama's birthday, on a Mother's Day, on a Father's Day, on my sister's birthday, on my niece's birthday. I can't remember the last time I actually been with them on those actual holidays. It's been years. You see, the only time I end up seeing them is if I randomly got to film some shit in Atlanta. I just did the quad. Come on down. I'm in Atlanta filming the quad. Come on down.
Oh, wow.
Like, situations like that, that's when you, because, like, see, like, it's a difference, and people, and And that stems from all the attachments. People get so homesick. People are so attached to their parents and their sisters and their friends and all of that. And I get it. But when you chasing something, chasing it for real, it's a lot of alone time. It's a lot of loneliness. It's a lot of, you're going to miss a lot of shit if you're really chasing something the right way. You're going to miss a lot of weddings. You're going to miss a lot of birthday parties. You're going to miss a lot of first steps from your kids. You're going to miss that shit if you really doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And you got to be emotionally ready to take that on. And that's not even just acting. That's in entrepreneurship at all. And everything. If you got a business, you're going to miss a lot of that stuff because you got to run this company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. That's why to whom much is given, much is required. That's why it take a certain type of person to deal with it. Like, everybody ain't going to be able to say, oh, it's my mom's birthday and she's having a party. Why can't I go? Because I have to work? No. Like, a lot of people be like, well, I'm just not going to go to work. I'll just call off. Like, but it don't work like that.
No.
It don't work like that. Not when you're doing it for real. It don't. It don't matter whose birthday it is. It don't matter that it's Game 7. It don't matter.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people ain't ready to handle that. They say they are. They say they are until they ain't seen their mama in 2 years.
Right. Right, and then it gets real.
Right. Then let's see. Let's see when you ain't seen your mama in 2 years, and in the 2 years collectively, you might have gotten $100 Western Union sent from them for help when you truly out here on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's real.
That's great advice, and that's real talk. Like, I think a lot of people miss that, and you know, it's a lot of sacrifices that you have to make. You know, with careers like such as yours, like you said, entrepreneurship. It's real sacrifices, and you're right. I think a lot of people like the moment, but when it gets really real, it's like, oh wait, like what am I doing? Did I really sign up for this type of life?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, you did. This is the decision you made.
You're gonna miss some graduations, bro. You're gonna miss them. Sorry, I can't come. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, and it's not even personal. That's the thing. Like, and like I say, it just takes a real emotionally strong person to deal with it, and just know, like, you know, it's a sacrifice that you got to make. You're gonna have to go through like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of just being damn near not miserable, but damn near at that edge until you get the breakthrough, though. But it's like I told my mom, I was like, Mama, I said, I'm about to sacrifice probably seeing you for the next 5, 10 years, and you might start to get old. I said, but I guarantee you, I'm sacrificing it for a reason. So by the time you do get old, you ain't gonna have to worry about shit. By the time they come, I'm sacrificing it now so I can be with you later.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing it now so I can be with you later. Like right now, I'm sorry, Mama, I can't come down there because it's Mother's Day. I'm gonna call you though. I'm gonna tell you Happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna send you a little card. You know, I might do that. I'll call you though. You're gonna be the first person I call, but I ain't flying down. I ain't spending no $300 on no plane ticket to come take you to dinner just because it's Mother's Day. I got real shit going on out here. I live 2,000 miles away. Can't do it. Sorry. You know, and some people not gonna say that. They're gonna be like, oh, it's my Mother's Day. I'm gonna do it, and then come back out here. Now you can't pay for something. Now you borrowing, and now you hustling backwards. You hustling backwards. You killing yourself, and you think you helping your mama, but you killing her. Cause now you ain't gonna even be able to take care of her down the road because you hustling backwards. You making it take longer than it would have taken. It probably would only took 7 years. Now you making it take 14.
Wow, dang.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, like I don't believe in that. So it's like the people around me got to be strong too, because I could come off as an asshole sometimes because I'm so straightforward. Like my mom would tell you. My mom would tell you, like she'll ask me certain things, and she'll be like, I already know what you're gonna say, but I'm sorry, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's a no.
It's a no for me, dog. Like all the time. All the time, Mom. I'm sorry, I just can't. Yo, look out, sister. About to graduate down there in Arizona. I'm so sorry, Mom. I ain't seen her in 10 years. I'm sure she'll understand. It's not like I'm going to truly let her down that much if I don't appear now. No.
Right. No, but I get it. Man. And I think people who truly in this will get it, after listening to it. So, yeah, that's good. That's real advice.
Yeah, and it ain't got nothing to do with being disrespectful or not loving your family or not being family oriented. It's just a different way you gotta lock in. It's a different type of lock in, man. It really is. And and it's really that serious. Like the people who don't think it's that serious is the ones who will never get it.
Right, exactly. And you can't force them to get it.
Serious. Like you got to be willing to. Like I know I'm not gonna say no names, but like a couple of my acting homies who got leading roles on like very popular TV shows, series regulars on very popular TV shows. They whole girlfriends or wives could be in the hospital giving birth, but they got to be on set. I'm sorry, baby, I'll be there when we wrap.
Mm.
I'm filming the #1 show in the world right now. I can't just leave.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
You know, like I'll be there. I'll be done in about 4 hours. I'll be to the hospital. I'm sorry, is your mom with you? I'll send someone to help, but I can't come right. And you got to have people in your life who gonna understand that and not try to hold that over your head, and that's just what it is, and
right?
Because it's a choice that we made, and we know it's coming,
right?
So we got to cope with that, knowing that too, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that I'm probably gonna hear my son or daughter's first words on FaceTime or see their first steps on FaceTime, and I probably won't be there when it happens.
Right.
8 times out of 10, I probably won't be there to see none of that shit. 8 times out of 10, somebody else might teach my son how to shoot a jump shot.
Wow.
I'm gonna try my hardest for it not to happen, but that's the reality of his life.
Right. That's the reality. Mm.
And you got to be willing to accept that. And if you ain't all the way across the board, then don't even do it. Don't even deal with it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Just go do something else, because otherwise you'll kill yourself. Them the people that you read about this and I put the gun to their head because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle all the sacrifices that came with it.
Wow, I feel that. Well, thank you for that. Thanks. That was like I said, that was real advice. So I'm interested in knowing what's next for Kris D. Lofton. You say you have your commercial and you're on Ballers. Is there anything else you can share with us?
Yeah. What's crazy is I was just talking about it with one of my friends the other day, and that was one of the moments when I made that post about my girl, because I was doing that realization moment. I honestly almost got 7 or 8 projects, including Ballers, that just haven't come out yet. With the Nike commercial, hopefully, if the Warriors win, it'll be on. That's a national commercial, so that'll be on everywhere. And then Ballers comes out in July, and then I just did another I just did an episode of a TV show on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. That should be out in September. I got an episode or 2 of a new show called Get Shorty, gonna be on Epix. The movie channel Epix, like Stars.
Right.
It used to be a movie back in the day. The movie Get Shorty.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. Now they made it a TV show with Ray Romano and Chris O'Dowd.
That's dope.
Yeah, I got an episode of that that's coming out in September, October. The show don't come out until the fall though, but I filmed that a while ago. And then I got a series that's premiering at Series Fest in about a week or 2 in Denver. It's a big festival for a bunch of all new TV shows and stuff, and they show them at this festival and stuff, and see who tries to put some money into it and make a deal or want to distribute it and all of that. So that premieres in a week or 2, and then I got a short film that's supposed to go to Cannes in the Cannes Film Festival that's coming out hopefully this year too. And it's crazy because this is all stuff that I did a long time ago, but now it's all just now about to come out, so it's about to seem like I'm everywhere.
Wow, so it's your moment. You out here working. Everybody's going to see what you've been working on. So it's going to be a big year for you.
Yeah, I think so. I'm still auditioning. I just had an audition today for a pretty nice. So we'll see.
Prayers up for that. I'm sure you got it in the bag.
We shall see, man.
Well, prayers up. I hope I know you're going to land that road. And good luck with everything. Also, before we wrap this up, where can people find you on social media, see your work?
My Instagram is Lambo, LAMBO, Loft, LOFT. That's my Instagram. And Facebook, they won't let me have any more friends, so I'm currently working on fixing my like fan page, but it's on there. I'm Kris D Lofton on Facebook.
Gotcha.
And Lambo Loft on Twitter as well.
Awesome. You want to do the Snapchat thing?
Yeah, I do Snapchat too, but like I kind of keep the Snapchat on the chill.
Right.
Yeah, because like, you know, I kind of do that too, like, cause you know, I feel like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is like all business friendly. Snapchat is like, I can kind of say and do a little more on it.
Right.
So I don't just close that one.
Right. No, I get it. I absolutely get that. Well, I want to thank you so much for interviewing with me for the Insider. It was great. You gave some great advice. Good luck with everything you got coming up.
Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my interview with actor Kris D Lofton. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, support this man, and tune into Ballers, HBO's Ballers, Season 3, July 23rd, guys. Mark it on your calendars. That's it for me, The Insider. Tune in next time.